Get it right.
Did your favorite YouTuber bang it up to the upside? We made so many gains since last night in the trading group for $99 a month, $3 a day. Come on, man, you playing yourself. Shout out to everybody here getting paid with a lifer. Let's go! Bang, bang. I like the sound of money coming into my account every single day.
Ember entering.
Let's go. Get it right, baby. Did your favorite YouTuber get it right, or was he playing himself or herself? Let's go. 95,000 subs. Let's get the subscribers up. No days off. Did your favorite YouTuber get it right? Bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We absolutely just banged on them to the upside. Absolutely banging on them. What an absolute. I just can't believe it. Hold on. I'm sweating profusely. Who moved this fan, man? People come in my office and they move stuff. Infuriating, right? When you're the guy and people are moving your stuff. Oh, yeah, it was the cleaner. Shout out to everybody. I'm messing with you guys. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's get the music back up and running. Oh, that nice cool breeze feels good on my skin. 90,300 for Bitcoin. Did you make gains with the lifer? I don't even know how I can advertise what happened this morning because I gave so many calls. Thank you so much, my love, bringing me my water and lemon. And let's put the lemon into the water. God bless each and every one of you. Let's realign that pineal, get ourselves ready to go. They're hitting us with all sorts of barium, aluminum. They're spraying on us. They're putting fluoride in the water. We got to do everything we can to reset the pineal gland, get ourselves on another level. It's all about your pineal gland. Did you work out today? I worked out viciously, covered in sweat, kept it moving. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely gorgeous day to be alive here in sunny Florida. Partly sunny, 75 degrees. 90,400 for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at what's happening on my scalps here on the smaller time frames. And you can see that they want 91,000 is my next bigger target here out of this little flag here. And that's just a measured move to the upside. We're going to break down how we saw Bitcoin, what happened. I literally have to show everyone what we did. But if you were in my trading group last night, I gave the trade at 9:07 p.m. and then it started to pump pretty hard. So I'm going to just spend a minute going through the Discord because people would have paid $99 a month. Why would you pay for my Discord? Well, it pays for itself. Literally, if you listen to what I'm doing over and over again, I see so many people say that it pays for itself. I see so many people say it's out of control. So last night, this was the trade right here that I gave at 9:07 p.m. I'm long. Here is the trade. You can see the stop was at 86.5. The target was 90,800. Okay? We're somewhere right here now all the way to the second profit. The first profit has been taken if you took the trade. Let's play the trade out in real time. Kind of showed you how it played out. But look at this thing still booming to the upside. My target sitting there at 90,800. And we are on our way to the target. That was a little scalp there, but this was the initial trade right here. Then we went sideways and blasted. So here's the 5-minute chart here. Let me show you. Last night at 5:07, right there. Let's see, Monday, April 28th, right there. At 9 o'clock at night. It is Tuesday, right? It's like, what the? And there you go on the 21st. This was the entry last night right there. No stop got hit at 85,800. As you can clearly see, no stop got hit at 86.5. 86.5, right? What am I? Yeah, but no stop got hit at 86,005. That was somewhere down here, see? There's no way you got stopped out of this and you were in massive gains. I show this all the time, how the lifer does it over and over again. I gave you the perfect entry with the stop loss right there. Tight moving averages, high volume node, low stochastic. I teach this every single day. I go over it over and over again. My mind saw it last night. Did I know we were going to pump like that? No. Then I woke up this morning and I saw this flag and I said, yo, we're about to go to Valhalla. I said, this flag's about to pump to the upside. This is the first thing I gave my students when I woke up this morning. I'm a simple guy. I trade the flags over and over again. Funny, I watch the advertisements. Don't trade patterns. Don't trade. These people have no idea what they're talking about. I trade liquidity, VRVP, tight moving averages. And if you were in there like I was, you were in massive gains. Remember the weeks trade I talked about that I never closed? That I went over on the 4-hour? I said never close it as long as we stay above. Look, they tried to stop me out twice. I got on here on the 13th. They tried to stop me out, didn't get me. Tried to stop me out, didn't get me. And then they ran it up to the upside. I'm still in the trade. I'm going for the target. I'm going all the way. I'm going to 94,000. Let's go, baby. So I'm still in this trade. I gave it to you on weeks. I showed it every single day on this live stream over and over again. It was up to you what you could have taken it here, 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 here. I told you to put the stop loss below the 200 MA. Once we were here, I said, as long as the 4-hour doesn't break the 200, I'm long. I said it over and over again. I told you if the daily broke above the 200, that I would stay long. I said these things over and over again. I never failed you. I showed up every single day. I never stopped. It's insanity. It doesn't stop. And look, I have the other moving averages taken off. I was doing an expose on the 21. But look, now you're above the 200 MA on the 21. You know, that's a boomer. That's when you start to boom. I don't see how we can't get all the way up here. We're going to pull the 21 with us. Then we're going to probably come back down and retest 91 from 96 or something. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. I gave you this flag on the daily. I went over this numerous times. Said, hey, you can trade. My simple strategies are to trade a flag when the 21's near it. And when the Stokes are low. Like, I gave you the bullish divergence on the daily. We talked about it. I gave you the hidden bullish divergence on the weekly. I showed you the double bottom on the 3-day chart and told you that was likely to break to the upside. I went over everything I could every single day without stop. I wore Bitcoin ties, and I bought Bitcoin at 84,000 5 weeks ago. I put all my money down on Bitcoin to prove to you. A lot of people say they call the bottom. I don't call bottoms. I put my money down where the bottom is. You see what I'm saying? I let my money call the bottom. Everyone says, that's the guy that bought 84,000. I'm going to walk around Bitcoin Las Vegas. There's the guy that bought $84,000 Bitcoin right there. That's the guy. Publicly wasn't afraid to buy the bottom in front of the world. What if it went down to 60K? What if it went down to 50K? I would have been the laughing stock of the world, right? I don't care. I stick to what I'm doing. I stick to the process, and I'm going to teach you how to do it too. So if you were made gains with the lifer, man, this is it. Let's do our top-down analysis and break down. First, I'm going to just give you the small time frame right now so you can see if there's opportunity out here at the present moment in time. Starting to get a little bit of bearish divvy here. As you can see, that swings down, that swings up. A little bit of struggle. But flags tend to play out when you are above the daily 200 MA. And we still have this beautiful move. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. More socks. Appreciate you, honey. You love when your daughter brings you some socks while you're live streaming. You can't beat that, right? My kids are the best. The fact that I get to be home with my kids every single day and work from my house, unbelievable. Build a studio from the home. The world, my dad said, stay in one place, whole world comes to you. My dad told me. And now look how many people we got here from around the world. Shout out to all the lovers of life out here. We got Crypto King. I know that's Crypto King. I'm bathing in $100 bills. I know, baby. You too? You too? You know how it feels? Thank you so much for spreading the love and giving $100 back to the lifer. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. So I just ran an advertisement for my Discord. If you want to join my Discord, go to cryptolifer.com. Sean, we always got to put cryptolifer.com here, Sean. It's our number one business, man. We got to sell my business number one. Put Crypto Lifer up here, Sean. And for the rest of your life, never not put Crypto Lifer up here. We work for the business, baby. It's number one. We like to affiliate with everybody else, but we're the Crypto Lifers, man. Get my link up here, Sean. Redo this pinned comment. If you can, please, if you're listening. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for going. But go to cryptolifer.com to find out more. Get the education you deserve from someone that never took a day off. I got a course in there that people are charging $2 to $3 grand, Fibonacci, supportive resistance, all the basics that you need to get going. And look, this is a flag right here that looks absolutely lovely for a possible move to 91,548. What's crazy is I already made massive gains today. I could open up this trade and lose, and then everyone will be like, oh, that's the key of going live. But my lifers know the deal. Stop loss at 89,776. That trend line tends to hold. We already made massive gains today, so you don't have to go too crazy. 187 for 400 up to 985. Add another $500 on the day. Two for $5 ain't the best. There you go. You go 89, 847. This is a live trade right now in front of you, so I'm not playing games here. I may lose my money or win my money live right in front of you. What if I full ported it? I'd go $2 grand for $6 grand. Let's go, baby. Let's go. $2 grand for $6 grand on the trade. I would lose basically all my gains of the day. I don't want to do that. It could be some bearish div here that's got me saying, hey, be careful. And the bigger time frames may be away for the 21-day moving average as well. I'm just looking at one time frame. Haven't really locked in on my top-down analysis since I did it at about 7 in the morning. I do the analysis at 7, then I do it for you guys again here, then I do it again at night. I do it 3 times a day. Amen. Scared money don't make no money. I like the low stochastics on the 21. Just give my mind a moment to think here. I'll wait for it to bounce. Aggressive entry is now. If it bounces, gets tight, might give me a better idea here. I'll keep this on the right so I can see it. What a move for Bitcoin, man. And shout out to my Weeks traders. We're going to go to Dubai and trade with Weeks at their booth. We're going to have a blast. I can't wait to go to Dubai. It's going to be an absolute blast, baby. It's going to be amazing. So back to brass tacks here on the weekly chart. I talked about the weekly breaking out to the upside, 68% chance of a move. We had no idea what was going to happen, but I told you that these flags break out 68% of the time. Target takes you to $130,000 Bitcoin somewhere by June. You know, and if it's a little more elongated, we got some pullbacks. It looks like it could take by July, but it's not like it's going to take till September or October. This thing looks like it's about to roar, and roar for sure. The next big resistance for Bitcoin is sitting at 93,461. I believe I'm going to scalp this trade. There's something, I wait for my subconscious mind to give me that vibe. And if I get the vibe, I mean, I like that bounce with the low stochastic there. I'll risk it for the biscuit. Scared money make no money. I just already made gains today, and I'm kind of at the end of the line. So it's like, whatever. I can give a little back to chase a topping, but I do see bearish div there. Wouldn't be surprised if they yoke it right down and just stop people out. So just be careful if you lose this trade. It's high risk at this point. We've been kind of pushing up since 7 in the morning. It's been 3 hours of pumping. You know what I'm saying? And that's another reason why you got to join the trading group, because you're not going to get every single call here on the live. You're just not. It's impossible. The market moves without the live stream all the time. So we already made massive gains. Like most people I'm out for the day. Like I don't even need to take this trade. And my brain's like, why even risk it? There's no reason to risk it. You already made your money today. I don't like the way the trade's looking either. It loses the trend line, I'm out. It's got to hold the trend line for me to believe in the trade anyway. So I'm going to risk very little. $57. I'm not giving back my gains for today. I don't need to, and I don't need to prove anything to anybody. My lifers know how many gains I made. The lifers saw the gains. I don't need to brag. Enough people already think I'm rich. I don't need I don't need any more people thinking I'm rich. It's enough. Trust me, people thinking you're rich online ain't the best thing in the world. I do it for each and every one of you. Like, I have to be known rich to do what I do for you guys. So I sacrifice my safety, my life to help you guys learn. You remember that. I could have stayed alone and isolated with my millions and just hidden and done my trades. These trades would have played out regardless if you guys saw them or not. You see what I'm saying? I bought $84,000 Bitcoin. I would have done that regardless if anybody knew or not. I did it to prove to you that you could do it too. I did it to show you the guiding light. I did it because I care about each and every one of you a little more than I care about myself. I'd rather help you and know that God will take care of me than stress anything else. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Karu Gamer, Deep Book, baby. Amen. ETH is whack. I told you ETH was whack for day. I've been telling you ETH is so whack. Come on, man. I'm the guy that I don't even talk about ETH anymore. I got into ETH, I knew ETH at $9, got into 89. I had so much faith and belief in what ETH could become, and it never did what I desired it to do. It charged me too much money. It took a long time sometimes. It got congested. Everyone had to make a layer 2 on top of it because the layer 1 sucks so bad. And I don't even use the word suck, but I had to. Come on, man. It's the settlement layer. I have an order on ETH at 630 just for fun. I know, right? See, and look, that trade got stopped out at $57. I'm not playing games. And again, I don't need to impress anybody. Everyone's going to be like, oh, we came here for the live. Show us the money. We already made massive gains in the trading group. I showed you the entry right there. There was basically, I mean, it's, if you're still holding on now, I mean, we took this for massive gains. Even since last night. So shout out to anyone that saw what I saw and took the trade. Like I saw that right there, man. Come on. That's why you joined a trading group. Who else would have seen that? Gave you the stop loss and the target. Absolutely nailed it. Right, got rid of my ETH a long time ago. Amen. Exactly. No Brooks Brothers coat today, live for God bless you. No, this is custom made by Wazine. Wazine Custom Tailors in NYC. Tell them Sammy sent you. Wazine Custom Tailors. All right. Sam Wazine. This is my guy right here. And this guy will have you fitting and looking so nice and neat. He's made to measure. And he's got my name, too. We're both Sams. I mean, who else would I want to make my clothes? 57 West 57th Street, Suite 1212. He's got the numbers going for him, too, 1212. Give him a call, 212-752-2239. And get yourself a suit. You can send the measurements, and then you could have someone slightly tweak them if you can't make it to New York City. But this guy is amazing. And he works with his father. His dad taught him. He's been doing it since he was a kid. And he's a self-made man. And he makes suits like you wouldn't believe. This is a custom-made suit by Sam Wazine. Wazine Custom Tailor. See it? I ain't playing with you. This is my initials right here. SJP. You know what I mean? Come on, man. We don't play around here. Better than Brooks Brothers. Custom. He's got the hidden button here. What do you know about the hidden button right there? Come on. So you could do this. If you ever wanted to do the overcoat style. Maybe a little cold. Nobody does that. I'm just saying. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Just wanted to show you what we're doing. So, okay. 90,200. Nobody cares, Sam. Let's get back to brass tacks of the charts. I know you're excited. I know you like clothes, but nobody cares. They want to make games with you, Sammy. They don't care. They want to make enough money to get their custom three-piece. They don't want to look at yours. Okay, Sam, okay. I get it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is look at the weekly time frame. So, yeah, I see probably a pullback coming. There was a nice pump. Time to take some profito off the tabletto. But the weekly in a bullish divergent, in a falling wedge, breaking to the upside. This is what we were just going over. Headed all the way to 100, possibly 140K by August, July, somewhere like that. And hidden bullish divergence, which I talked about over and over again. You're swinging down on the RSI while you're swinging up in price. And you don't even come down and retest the previous resistance as support. You just wick very close to the previous wick. Just like you did here. That wick met that wick. That was enough. And then you're breaking above previous weekly support. All we want is this candle to close above 86,005. That's it. That's it. The fan blows like tiny pieces of dust into my big nostrils. Then they itch. Let me turn the fan off. It's scary when I turn the fan off, it turns off one of my monitors. I don't know why. Then the monitor comes back on. Something to do with the electrical pull. So 90,200 for Bitcoin. Weekly looking absolutely beautiful. If you got into the weekly trade as suggested right here too, bang. The 3-day chart, buying the double bottom there. The daily chart. We talked about this being a shoulder, head right shoulder. I showed you this was a bull flag. When we were here, I projected this flag. You can go to some, I would love to go to the live stream. Sean, you should find the live where I project this. And I say, hey, we're going to watch this daily time frame and see if we can break to the, you see the trade. This is what we do in the 1 minute. We see the trade before the trade even happens. We do this all the time here on the channel, right? It's about projecting. You project the trade before you see the trade. And then it fills out, and then it goes to plan. Like, it's amazing. Like, I do this for a living. This is what I do. That's my strategy right there. I flag out, I project. I did it on the 1 minute today. You saw me do it. Like, it's tried and true. Like, there's no other way to do it. Like, this is it. Like, I figured out the greatest way to trade, in my humble opinion. I won't trade anyone else's style. I won't learn anything else. I could do this till I die. I got what I got, man. And it makes me gains. I hit almost every single Bitcoin pump that ever exists. It's very rare I miss it. I don't think I miss the Bitcoin pumps, man, because my strategy tells me when we're going to pump with 90% accuracy. And I have the guts to take the trade. You see what I'm saying? This daily says you're going to continue to pump all the way up to 90,400. That's your target. You have some resistance right there where you're at, because that's where these two candles close right there. 91.8, 91,000, 91.2. And then right there, you got resistance at 94,200, and then you're into the, point of control. You break through this. I mean, it's the all-time high, 106, and then you're gone. There's not a lot of resistance on the daily. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 2 resistances, 1, 2, and then we're back to the all-time high. You know, Bitcoin just had to really get back above 87,000. Once it cracked 87K, that was it. And that was basically 106,000. 87 was 106, because if it had the momentum to break 87, then it's likely going to crush through these. And if it crushes through these, it's going to 106. So the TA kind of can tell you what's going to happen. And then the gap of the VRVP, look at the gap here. You know we don't want to sit in the gap, and we broke through this high volume node. Boom. We're going through this gap. Bitcoin is going to head likely to 95,800, 96,000. That's the sauce. It's above the 200 MA. When the daily closes above the 200 MA, we got it here, but this is going to be one of the better closes. They faked us out 1, 2 times before, 3 times. This should be the 4th time, baby. And now, no more. No more. 22-hour pump to the what? The 200 MA. We kept talking about that. I said I could see the 22 pumping to the 200 MA. I said that last night on the update. The 12-hour, same scenario. Good place to take profit at that 12-hour 200 MA. We were likely get stomped right there and then maybe have to come back down to the 21-day moving average. We may have, 36 hours, 48 hours, a little pullback until Thursday. So you have 2 scenarios. One, we just continue to rip out of nowhere. One, we have to consolidate and rip, and one, when we pull back and rip. The key is if you just wait to touch the 21 before you get in, then it doesn't matter what it does. You just play the best scenario. Understand? That's why I don't play where price action is. I play when we touch the 21. Like right here, that was your entry because the 21 came into price action. I made a video about this. It's going to be coming out today or tomorrow sometime this week. And I'm going to be doing a whole series soon, an amazing series, the Life or Mind series, where I'm breaking you down all my trading strategies, tips, and tricks in an episode form, a 7-minute episode each week to kind of give you, an all-encompassing vision of how I trade and to break down the tiny pieces. Here I do everything, but I spend 1 7-minute time frame on just the 21-day moving average and isolate it. Then I'm going to use the 200 and isolate it. Then I'm just going to keep isolating parts of my strategy so you can really pick up on what's happening. I think that's going to help the channel grow. It's going to create an evergreen flow to content that you can watch any other time throughout time and space. Like it's going to be a relevant video 10 years from now, 20 years from now. It does not matter. It'll be relevant. Bitcoin continuing to pump and do damage here. Let's take a look at the smaller time frame. And I think I may have to just kind of get back in here. That's looking like it's going to pump. You want to chase the gains, but man, that looks nice. So I'm back in a live trade here on this, as the daily says it's going to continue. The daily looks good above the 200 MA, so it means the small time frame flags are likely to play out. We never know. Stop loss below that previous low. Let's see if we can cook it and let it rip. So that's a live trade just made of the channel. Let's go over it one more time. Entry was now. Stop loss below 89,800. Take profit at 91,588 for Bitcoin. Again, entry is now. Stop loss below 89,871. Take profit at 91,600 for the people that are blind and can't see. There are a few blind people that watch my channel, and so they need to be able to see what's happening. There are people that can trade blind. I know it sounds insane, but I know someone in the group that reached out to me and said, could you just tell out the levels? I can't see. There's also people that are deaf, and they say, can you show the levels because I can't hear? You see what I'm saying? We've got all walks of life on this channel. People, so there you go, 91,576, entry somewhere around now, 90,004, and the stop loss below 89,857. This is how I give the trade. If you're ever watching my this is how I give trades. And again, a lot of times I don't have the time to label this. If I have the time, I will label it. I'll say take profit. You see what I'm saying? But I don't always have the time. Right? Entry, stop loss. But there's your stop, target. I mean, it's all there, right? But, I just try to be super apparent to anyone that just can't figure this out. And you're in the money already. Look, that's how you make a fast $25. I mean, people wait tables to make what I just made. I'm just saying. So the 12-hour could give us a pullback at one point. We may continue. There may just be euphoria here. But there will be a harsh pullback at one point. Nothing goes up forever. You know that. I know that. We all know that. Opening up along on the 8-hour time frame. I gave this on the update last night. I said just, you're above the 8-hour 200 MA. Just put a stop on the other side. I've made so many gains doing this. I just wait for a candle to close above the 8-hour. I get in. I stopped using patterns. I stopped using even supportive resistance. I don't even care. I use one thing, the 200 MA. Now, of course, I use the patterns to scalp this morning. I use all different strategies, but this one specifically, I just trade above the 200 MA because I know when we're above the 200 MA, we make gains. I don't need to know anything else. It's one indicator. I see a lot of people using 1,000 indicators. Dude, I can use one indicator. I can use one yellow line on my chart and make gains, and I can teach you how to do it. Imagine your chart looking like this. Just imagine for a split second, your chart looks like this. And imagine what you can do. You don't need the VRVP. You don't need the 80. You don't need the MACD. You don't need the RSI. And you don't need the stochastics. All you need is the 8-hour and the 200 MA. The second we get above it, you open up a trade. It's so simple. The second the 4-hour got above it, you opened up a trade. Put a stop on the other side. The second the 1-hour got above the 200, you opened up the trade, put a stop on the other side. Like, come on now. Like, this isn't difficult. Like, this is very, very simple. Like, I could teach this to anybody. You don't need ICT. You don't need to watch the NASDAQ all day long. You don't need to watch 1,000 videos. You don't need any of it. All you need is a 200 MA. And again, why would I do this? Wouldn't this hurt my business? If I made it so simple, why would people watch me anymore? Why would they need me? I just believe if I give what I have away, God will take care of me. I don't know the answers. I just know that you're going to be taken care of. Look at this beautiful pump for Bitcoin that I just gave you. I just gave you a live trade. You're in the money right now. You're in the money. That's $100 like that. Come on now. Now, if you're smart, you start moving the stop loss a little bit and shaving some of the risk off the table. Look, that's a fast $100. I can move my stop loss to break even there if I wanted to. Stochastics just got high. It's about not losing money, not gaining money. It's about not losing. Look, that looks like it's just a quick scalp back down. If you can't handle the small time frames, you're going to get wrecked on them. If you don't know how to constantly move your stop loss to break even and you're trading the 1 minute and all this craziness, you're likely going to get wrecked. Look how far we made it for the 21-day moving average. All right, that 21 has to pull up. Look, I can't lose to the trade now. Stop loss to break even no matter what happens because I'm just adding to the wins that I already made today. I don't want to give back anything. I don't have to give back anything. There's no reason to give back anything. Why do you keep giving back your gains that you already made? That's insane. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you make $1 million and then throw 300K back? Same as $300. Why would I throw $100 back? Anything I do, why would I give any back? I'm not giving it back. I didn't go. Do you drive a mile to go back a third of a mile? No. Do you make progress to give a third of it back? No. If you made progress in trading and you got to move the needle on your account, why are you giving the money back? I don't understand. You're in control. Like right now, I'm in control of what I can lose today. I don't have to go 2,000 for 6,000 and risk the money that I already made. What's the point of that? Today's a win. I get to check today off as a win. I go to sleep tonight. I get to light my fire and light my cigar. As long as I don't lose any other trades tonight, today's a win. So once I've learned my lesson. Once I've stacked a win, I keep the win, baby. Like there's no other reason. What else are you going to do? So you can call me a wussy, whatever you want. I cover my position size. I'm not playing games. I'm not giving back my money. I don't have to be the biggest winner in the game and go to 91.5. Oh, look at me. I don't have to have my ego stroked. I can be alone with God all day long and be super content. I don't need 1,000 people cheering my name. I don't need 100 fans. I want people that learn from me and found me useful. If you found me useful, that's what matters to me. I would like to be a useful individual for others. That's my goal in life. So the 8-hour booming to the upside, but getting far away from the 21. We know this is unsustainable if this keeps going. You know in your heart that you can't keep ripping like this. 1, 2, 3 big candles, a monster move, 6-hour. Look, the golden cross on the 6-hour time frame. Absolutely beautiful. We gave you the trade here on the 4-hour. So there still could be some movement here. All that matters is that we stay above resistance. Just stay above 88,000. We can come back. We can pull back. I'd never want to see us below 87K again. Like, that was treachery. And wow, the measured move to the upside on that 4-hour time frame too. Unbelievable. What a monster move today. God bless everyone that jumped on in with the lifer. I'm so blessed the fact that we were able to make gains on the stream. So blessed. And then this was like an ascending triangle rising wedge, and then this was the flag that we saw earlier today that just got in, put a stop loss in the other side. Like, you didn't have to know anything else. Everyone that tells you pattern trading doesn't work. Like, look, you didn't even need to know moving averages. All you had to know was how to get into this pattern and put a stop loss below one of the lows. Again, no ICT, no fair value gapping. You don't have to sit there and stare at breaker blocks. You don't have to learn about timing. You don't even need to know about London, Asia. You don't need to know any of that. I do use it, don't get me wrong. Leverage Mastery will help you. I took information from it. But I wanted to show you, if you're a beginner here, you need nothing else but what I'm giving you. And I'm not trying to hate on anyone. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm true to myself. I gotta say what is true to me. This is hot. This is hot. This is where you make money. I'm showing you right now. Look, I'm in the trade right now. I still didn't get stopped out. I might make gains again. If I'm making gains in front of you over and over and over again, you gotta start asking what he's doing. And if you're not making gains, you either gotta learn what I'm doing or tweak what you're doing. But if you constantly see me here every single day wearing three-piece suits, making gains in Rolexes, then you got to figure out something is going right in the way I trade. I'm doing something correct with the probability. Wouldn't you want to know? All right? So just focus, get the discipline, and learn. I got students that are still doing their own thing, and they still haven't mastered what I know. I would not go and start doing other things until you master what I know. You see what I'm saying? Don't get lost in the sauce. Don't go watch 5 YouTubers and then go start 7 things. It's not what I did. And I can only teach you what I did to make it. Are we going to continue up? I mean, that's somewhat unsustainable. That's basically the target right there at 91,800. We basically hit the target, 847. I mean, that's it. Wow. Beautiful day. So are we going to continue further to the upside here? The 1 hour is a little overbought. Low stochastic. And again, I trade low stochastic. You can get in when the stochastics are low. Get out when they're high. You know how many people shoulder, head, right shoulder? They shorted this head and shoulder pattern. Tons of them did, and they all got wrecked. Did I short that? No, I longed last night right there. Why? There's something different about the way we trade than the rest of the world. That was exit liquidity. Look at all of it up there. They begged you to short this. And again, you can say you're a pattern trader. How come you didn't trade the head and shoulder? Because I trade tight moving averages on the 1 hour time frame, and I trade long when the 4 hours above the 200 MA. You understand? I have prerequisite rules that were already in place based off the moving averages. The moving averages told me to take that trade. The pattern just helped me get in. You understand? The stochastics showed me when to execute. Stochastics RSI, moving averages, tight patterns, VRVP shows you that that's the fair value gap. That's where the liquidity is. You want to chase CME gaps and all this craziness? You do you, I'll do me, but I'm going to keep showing you the gains. I don't know what else to tell you. Then I got BOOKMAP helping me out, showing me where these people put their stop losses. So now I know that their stop loss is about to get liquidated all the way to 91.5. Tells me that my trade's likely going to play out the one that I'm in right now, and we're going to continue to plow to the upside. This is phenomenal. Look at that, straight green candles in a row. Are you kidding me? And we showed you exactly where to get in just 3 hours ago at 7 in the morning. I'm up early, banging on them to the upside. This trade is continuing to rip now. I still got the week's trade open. Like, I didn't even need to make an extra $100, and I did anyway. And I put my stop loss right underneath price action. I was like, come get me. I was like, come on, come get me. No fear. Fake emotion, acting real. I don't live in fear. I believe in God. Fear is for the non-believers. If there's a mighty spirit that created the universe behind you, what the heck do you have to fear for? The second you don't believe, you're full of fear. I don't have fear because I believe. I have faith. Faith has restored my ability not to use fear. Fear doesn't make any sense to me. It has no place in my realm. Look, I'll scalp that $100 right now. I'll take it. I'm taking it. I'll take my hundo. Yes, it could continue to pump, but we got so much of the move today. You have to understand, Bitcoin pumps, right? A great trader may go from here to here. Fine, we got from here, we got basically the whole dang move. Because I sold here, then reconsolidated, you know? But you don't have to get the whole move. You could just get from maybe here to there. Maybe you got in there, got out there. Maybe you got in there, got out there. Maybe you got in there, got out there. As long as you took a piece of the pie. Don't get pissed if you sold here and it kept ripping. You just lost your chance for gratitude. You got to go back to gratitude the second you make gains. That's the key. Pineapple Spindrift, for whatever reason, I just couldn't have it. There was no water at the moment. My wife brought the water in, so I went in. So look, I just scalped that because I know it's high risk, man. I know it's high risk. And then if I want to get in again, I had to lose tons of money because I had to be in everything, and I couldn't. I was too greedy. So like I would have made this 500 for $2,000, and I would have lost a fight. You know, trust me, man. I used to do all the wrong things. I don't do it anymore. Now that I'm up on the day, I just realize, hey, most of the pump happens, Sam. See, what happens is this pump gets you euphoric. My mind has changed. You start telling yourself it's going to keep going up, and you're full of all this adrenaline, and you make some stupid decisions. It still happens to me sometimes, so like that's why I re-regulate myself. I tell myself in a week from now, there are going to be other opportunities, not just this one. So take a deep breath. And then I go, oh yeah, you're right, Sam. And it makes sense. I watched the best video of my life today. It changed my life. It's called Divine Restoration, How God is Restoring Your Wasted Years. It made me realize that none of my years were ever wasted, that time was linear. How could I have wasted time if time is linear? It doesn't make any sense. It can't happen. Shout out to the 95,000 subscribers. We hit 95,000 subscribers today, baby. 95,000 subscribers on our way to 100K. 5,000 more. I can just taste it. I won't take a day off until I hit my goal. And even then, I won't take a day off because I'm going to have another goal. Why take days off from your goals? God gave you these days. I never know when my next day is going to be coming. I don't know, you know. We must stay focused. We must stay positive. We must push ourselves every single day for our greatest successes. These are the times. These are the days. So look, that was a huge pump. You're very far away from the 21 on the 1 hour time frame. You're overbought. You know what I mean? Almost a bit of bearish divvy here too, in a way, as this like overall trend is to the is you know kind of down, and that kind of is to the upside. I would be thinking of taking some profits if I were you, but I'm not you, so hey, whatever makes you happy. I might even take the week's trade off the table just because it's like I'm up 70%. We banged on them to the upside, everything going our way. You gotta love it. I just see a pullback coming at one point. Unlikely we break below that 200 MA on the 4 hour time frame, but man, what a massive move. 90,000, everybody, we did it. I got the 3-piece on the Bitcoin tie on. You know what it is. You know we made a beautiful local high when that happens. Blessings to everybody out here on the live. Thank you. Wow, that candle looks so mean on weeks. I'm in awe, just like you guys are. I didn't know we were going to hit these gains. I just prepared every day, and it happened the way it was supposed to happen. So thank you, dear Lord, for every single thing you've given me in this life. Thank you for the blessings in which you provided. And thank you for the gains which you gave my entire trading group and me for $3 a day, $99 a month. Are you kidding me? It's insane. And to the people that missed out today, to the people that got wrecked today, the people that chased at the end and got hurt, it's okay. It's okay. There's no failure, only feedback. You know how many days there was big green candles 5 years ago, 10 years ago that I made huge mistakes? I've been trading 17 years. Stock market, Toronto Stock Exchange, New York Stock Exchange, crypto exchanges. I've run through KuCoin, Binance, Coinbase. You know, I've run through them all, man. Bitfinex, Weeks, MEXC, you name it. I've traded it. BitGet. It never ends, all right? New York Stock Exchange, you know, E-Trade, Interactive Brokers. It's, you know, I don't even know how many accounts I've had in my life. It's insane. Like, trading has been everything to me. Every time I go in and I press that button, every time I get out and I press that sell, I look back on my life and I cannot believe the 17 years that I dedicated to this. But I know that if you dedicate yourself to something, God will help you. God will prevail. God will be there in such a way you never thought possible. You'll start achieving goals, tips, and dreams that you never even thought you could. You'll become somebody you never knew you were. You have an inner strength in you that you don't even know you have yet. Until you challenge yourself, you won't know it's there. So why not push yourself? Because once you do, it's very similar to a caterpillar. It gets thrown into the, it gets thrown into the chrysalis and it has to make it out. And by attempting to make it out, it gets stronger. If you help it out, it'll die because it'll never get the muscles, because when it starts moving, blood throws through its veins or something, some type of liquid throws through its veins, strengthening it, and it helps it gain strength to get out. If it doesn't move, that liquid doesn't move, and it'll just fall out and die. So if you were to ever finger a caterpillar out of a chrysalis, you would kill it for life. Like if you saw it struggling and you thought you could help it, no, because you took away its struggle. So if I came and showed you how to trade and gave you every win and just traded for you, and you never lost today, there's a head and shoulders starting to form there. You see it? I'm just saying, it also could end up blasting to the upside. I don't know what's going to happen. You see what I'm saying? All I can do is take cautious, this previous support is resistance. I'll set this up. I don't know if I'm going to trade it. But I got to at least know. Someone said, hey, say I was an ex-mercenary. Like I used to do, you used to go into war and stuff. And then someone said, hey, we're putting together a team. Do you want to be on it? I'd say, well, can I see what we're going to do? Can I see the mission first? And then I'll tell you whether I want to be on it or not, right? Very similar to trading. I need to see the mission. What's the mission? Well, the mission is to get in here to target at 91.45, but to keep, some reserves down here in case we get hit off and we're going to bail at 90,366, just like a war. When are we going to advance? When are we going to pull back? When are we going to enter the war? I'm going to enter the war right now, but I'm going to have, just in case it doesn't go my way, I'm going to have resources. But I'd like to plow forward to 91,750. So now I see the mission, and now I say, do I want to take that mission? Well, I say, well, I got this head and shoulder pattern there. And some bearish divergences. What is bearish divergence? The RSI is moving down while price action is moving up. That's not a great sign. All right? Especially at the end of a rally. I see a head and shoulder likely to come down. Is it time to short? I tend not to short bull rallies. You know what I'm saying? I'll take scalps here and there, but I don't do big shorts. It's a good movie, but it's not a good trading strategy. Not for Bitcoin in heavy inflation. So you just, I keep it on the back end. I don't know what I'm going to do. If this pumps and consolidates, I take the trade. This starts to dump, I don't. 4 minutes are going to change structure. When the structure changes, I'm going to trade how I trade. The weekly does the same thing. 3 weekly candles changes just like 3 1-second candles change. You can extrapolate data from the weekly and use it on the 1 second. You can strap data from the 1 second and use it on the weekly. This is how I built my trading style, off of using multiple time frames at once and juxtaposing them off of each other. Up 70% on weeks, baby. Up 70% on weeks. You can't beat that. In at 85.2, Mark Price, and he was a great basketball player. Mark Price. But bang, 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 ba-bang. I mean, that's a beautiful trade. Gains, baby, gains. And you can see all the gains that we put out here on the group. We got elite traders. Why would you join my Discord? Look, I got the lifer charts and updates that I'm putting out. That alone is worth $3 a day. Then you got the lifer altcoin charts, all the altcoins that I'm putting out. That wouldn't you want to see that? Then we have the elite lifers that are putting out altcoins as well that they're seeing. And there's 5 of those guys. It's insane. Then I got big ideas and news. We got the weekly screen share every Thursday night. Man, we got coin lists for trading views. You can download the list if you need them. We got leverage mastery if you want to learn how to do leverage at another level. All right, inside the trading group. I suggest you kind of learn my strategy first, and then you can kind of pawn it, go on in there. If you start there immediately, I don't know, you might get confused. We have the 99 where people are showing, and this is conversational, but you can see how much work is getting done in here. Right? And there you go. And then you have people talking about what's happening, who took money, what's going down, where we're at, and you have so many people to discuss your crypto. Look at this guy, made 1,700% at 400x at 86 to 9,000, right? Sarah B, it's a girl. She's dominating, up 700%. Look at this. And then she also took a 20x up 363% on FARTCOIN. And I gave FARTCOIN yesterday. I talked about it. I went over FARTCOIN being one of the hottest projects and showing you how strong it was. Let's take a look at FARTCOIN just for a quick second, because it was a coin that I put out to the trading group. And it boomed to the upside. Look at that. And she was there at 88, waiting for that right shoulder. We got one right shoulder and we were gone. No stop loss got hit in the making of the trade, and I see this thing continuing to go to the upside. Look at that, gains of 30% overnight. Overnight, 30% gains. People wait a month and a half to do that in the stock market. It's amazing, you know. And they're gonna keep printing money. I wouldn't stress the S&P and the NASDAQ. Come on now. They're going to print money. You know, they're going to print money. Nah, Sean, I did it before that. I started doing it on, like, I'd say if this was the day. But I did show this flag on the daily, and I said it was going to break out. This is on Easter Sunday. I'm there with my Easter bunny ears, and we're ready to rock, baby. Hey, it is what it is, right? Anyway. This is if you showed up on Sunday, didn't take any time off. And look, we got 2,300 people watching the live right now. Look at that. What an accomplishment. I'm one of the people that people watch. 2,300 people, man. I made it into the Rolodex of crypto on the browser section. I worked my butt off for that every single day, demanding that it happen for me no matter what, right? So every time I think of taking this trade, it kind of like, does it defy the head and shoulder? Looks like it may. Oh my goodness. Oh my goshness. Couldn't end up being a multiple head and shoulder, but it looks like it defied the head and shoulder. And there we go. So we're like 129 for 344. Very sketchy trade. I push the envelope. I'm a high risk guy, but I take less risk each year, you know. So you're just, my thing is this, with the target has been hit, the measured move is played out. We got what we wanted. We got a pole consolidation for 1, 2, 3, 5, 13 hours, and then we got a pump. I mean, that's exactly what that's just like, that's it right there. You can buy houses on that. Like, that's absolutely beautiful. That trade's ripping. There she blows. Already up another money again. And again, remember, when you're above the daily 200 you could be more confident about taking your trades. So now look, I mean, if we're super bullish, we're going to have to pump and consolidate. So what's our next resistance? I speak my truth. Sometimes it hurts people's feelings. I'm just such a real guy. I gotta speak my truth though, right? Like, I feel like my trading strategy is better than anyone in the game. Anybody. Like, I don't think there's a better one. I don't. If I did think there was a better one, I would teach that. I teach the best. I think, I believe what I teach is the best. There's nothing better than it. And I'm sorry, that's the kind of guy I am. If I'm a leader and a mentor, I got to think what I'm teaching you is the best. That's it. You know what I mean? There's nothing else. So either you're getting the best or you're not, as far as I'm concerned. And that's it. And I have no feelings for anything else. I'm a hard man who was raised by a hard man. My dad didn't butter me up with feelings. And I had a great father. Look at 91,000 for Bitcoin. You are now in the money for show. Ripping, and we could be going to 91,700. At that point, though, you got to start thinking there's going to be a nasty pullback, or at least consolidation. So if we continue to pump here, then you'd figure the 3 hour, the 1 hour, there's going to have to be some type of what's called consolidation here at one point. But what a massive move. I mean, so continue to run it. And again, how you figure this out, you watch the 30-second chart, the 1 minute chart. They're going to show you if there's more to come. The smaller time frames will just keep pushing until they eventually have a massive head and shoulder and a collapse. then the bigger time frames will start headed back to their 21-day moving averages, and that's when you know that the rally is beginning to slow down. All right. Right now, there's still a rally. We're still ripping. We've got shorts up at 91,005. Link to BOOKMAP in the description below. BOOKMAP is showing you there's a bunch of liquidations at 91.4, 91,500 for Bitcoin. So really no reason not to be a little more bullish there. It looks like they're going to wreck these shorts one more time. Again, I could keep moving my stop loss to break even there and not losing any money. Even if it would hit me off and keep pumping, who cares? The key is not to give money back into this market. Look how disciplined I am. You know what I'm saying? This is extreme discipline that I'm showing you right now. Of course I want to FOMO and put in 5,000 for 15 and go all in and look like a big shot. But that's against risk management for this portfolio size. Okay? I can't do that for that portfolio size. Look at the rippage though for Bitcoin, and now is another $100. You see me add to the till. And I only had to be in the trade for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. When you're making $100 every 5 minutes, I mean, you got this. Now we ride the stop loss to the upside. Let this thing go, baby. I almost need the 1 second chart for this. I'm going to go to the 1 second. Come on. Okay. Ah, it's so fast. Look how fast that went. I wanted to keep riding that puppy up. They got me there. 1 second bearish div. You see it? Bearish div on the 1 second time frame. Look how fast that reacted. They gapped it though. I don't know why we lost the candle. Can you trade the 1 second chart with the lifer? Have you ever done it? You have to be so precise, but once you trade the 1 second, I messed up already there. Oh, once you trade the 1 second, amazing. 1 second's for BitTinex. See? Ah, there it goes. That was the flag I wanted to catch right there. Right like that. Maybe it retests. Ah, bearish div there too. What is bearish div? Remember, swing up while the RSI swings down. I tend not to trade the 1 second. I think I've done it, I'd say 20 times in my life, 30 times at the most. So not a lot. And again, your favorite YouTuber did not buy $84,000 Bitcoin publicly. Favorite YouTuber did not throw down in front of the world publicly. They either didn't have it or they didn't have the guts. I had it and I had the guts, and I'm sorry if that hurts somebody's feelings. But I'm willing to tell it how it is. Someone's got to tell it how it is in this space. Everyone dances around and says it's all great. Yeah. Come on, man. There's losers and there's winners. Let's get real, right? I think I have a bit of an edge to me today, but it is what it is. My father had the same edge. That's why he climbed the iron to make money. I didn't come from I didn't come from softies. All right. My dad, again, I'm not going to say that because that's going to alienate people. But my dad worked in the elements. All right. And the freezing cold and the harsh sun and the blowing wind. My dad was up there hundreds of feet in the air building the buildings that lawyers, doctors, everybody had to use to make a living. My dad built those buildings. All right. Government buildings, medical buildings, law firms, schools, iron workers build everything that we live in to this day. So that was a nice rejection there. Small time frames will start showing you when price action is kind of, there's a major divergence now. Bearish divvy. You got a big uptrend. Now that's a rising wedge. Will a rising wedge go parabolic? If you're bullish, this rising wedge would go parabolic. It could happen. The daily's above the 200 MA, so there could be more explosive moves here. Could we go to 93,000 today? It's possible. It is possible. I've seen these things happen before, so I'm just showing you what I've seen before. I don't want to, you know, egg you on or get you overly excited, but I'm just showing you. Wow, 91,100 for Bitcoin. And we were in at 85,000 now. What a trade. And I don't need a 400X. I don't need 200X. I don't need to have my liquidation right next to price action. I don't need to do that. I like my 11X. I like my 12X. I like my isolated positions. I love how I trade. You see what I'm saying? I absolutely love it. Like, there's no better way. 77 on that 77. You could do this too, right? Oh, I'm giving that to Sean. But you could do this too. All right, you've got this. Look at this guy, 2,800% gains on Pepe. Right? 315% gains. This guy come closer. Insanity. It never ends, man. Look, 1,700 Sarah. I'm just loving it. Unbelievable. And hey, look, she used 400X. I use 11. Everyone has a different style. I don't care what you're doing as long as you're making gains. I'm expected to move either way this week after 9 days of chop. You're funny, man. 420. Oh, so you called it? Yes, come on, man. I show up every single day and call Bitcoin thousands of times. Someone calls it once and they want credit. I love you, girls. I'm just messing with you. But it's like, I show up every single day over here. So wow, I mean, Bitcoin may, you know, I'm using all my tips, tricks, and strategies to figure out if we're going to continue to pump. And there's more opportunity in here, or I should pack it in and just kind of start waiting for price action to cool down. I mean, every time we think so, it pumps even more. 91,170 for BTC. And actually, let me make this small. I mean, that flag is looking bullish. You have to remember, we are extended. It is normally you'd be like, no, but the daily's above that 200. Everyone who waited to get into Bitcoin, who thought we were going to 68, 70K, is now in shock right now. Now they're thinking they missed out. You have to remember how many people wait on the sidelines and they're told what everyone else, oh, you're going to be able to get 67. Oh, you're going to get this price. And they really wait for those prices. They put like limit orders there, and then when they don't hit, they freak out. Now they're like, dang, I'll never get 67. What do I do now? Now they're like, what do I do now? They are in shambles. They don't know what to do. And they're emotional. So what do you do when you're emotional? You usually do crazy things. So they're going to throw money into Bitcoin right now. They're just going to say, you know what? I don't know what I was thinking. I've tried to be so smart. I should have just DCA'd like the lifer. It would have been so much easier, one step at a time. And now we risk one of those hundreds for another scalp. You see? We can give this one back. So what? We've made so much gains today. We can make a loss. We haven't lost all day yet. We haven't lost yet today. So we made like 10 trades. So like, let it keep ripping on multiple exchanges. They can't stop us. We too strong. It's insanity. On Weeks, on Bitanex, on NextC, we're taking money out this market. Look, this one's up since entry again. I wait for those precise moments. And look at that thing, man. That could head to 92,059 for Bitcoin. 92K for BTC. Wow. Shout out to all the beautiful people here watching me live trade Bitcoin and figure out what's happening here in the market. Let that puppy rip. I'll go to break even immediately, as fast as humanly possible. I know we're extended. I know we're at high risk at this point. Taking these scalps is putting me at an extended risk. We pumped all day. You're getting further from the 21 or the 1 hour, the 4 hour, all those other time frames. That has to resonate. It's in the back of your mind while you're watching the scalp. There's definitely a bearish div coming probably any moment, anytime soon here. And it's okay to lose. Sometimes you're going to lose. Even if you're a mitigated trader, I see guys go 100 straight, but one day you're going to lose a trade. Actually, maybe there's a chance you never lose. There's a chance if you mitigate your butt off, you do the math perfectly right, and you listen to Master Friend, you will never lose a trade. But it takes precision, and there's days where it's going to be very close. But even if you do have to cut off a trade one day, you're going to be fine. Losses are okay. Losses are part of the P&L. It's a P&L. It's not a P&P. It's not profit and profit. It's profit and loss. Every trader that I've ever known, every successful trader I've ever met has a P&L. The L stands for losses. That means they have losses. See, everyone says P&L, and they forget that one of the L means losses. And they think that traders like me never lose. They're like, oh, those guys just never lose. They just touch the screens and money just flows to them. It would seem as such, right? And it does look that way. The way I'm trading now live on this channel, I never had the ability to do back in the day. This takes time. This takes time. Again, stop asking. You know, I see someone that's frustrated the other day in the live, in the group. Oh, I keep losing. I can't. You've been doing it for a year and a half, under 2 years. Like, you think you're going to be good at this? No, you're trading against people like me that are practicing every single day, that are putting every single thing they have into it, all the mental push, you know, just dedicating their life to it. And you think you're going to walk in a couple weeks and start taking money from me? No, it's not going to happen like that. It's going to take time. It's going to take focus. It's going to take discipline. When you're trading, you're taking money from other people. They're taking money from you. You know, it's back and forth here. Wow, they really want to keep flagging this puppy out. It's showing signs. See, the technical analysis shows probability. Probability is made by people buying and selling. People bought and sold so much, they created this pattern. They created more buy pressure than sell pressure. That's why the pattern has an upward trend. Trend lines tell a story about what's happening on the buy side. That's why patterns actually do tell you what's going to happen, because they're showing you consolidation. Consolidation means more people are buying than selling, and the price action isn't going back down after it pumped. The more something consolidates, the more likely it is to pump. That's why I project flags and wait for them to fill out, because I'm watching projection of volume getting tight. It's obvious to me why my strategy works, because I wait for the flag to play out. Does that mean every flag will play out? No, I may get stopped out here for sure. The second we start losing trend line, I'll cover. Look, I'll lose $42 here. If your only loss today is going to be $42, you're going to do pretty dang good, no? So that will be my first loss of the day at $42. All right? Well, we're going to be doing pretty good here. And we didn't even lose yet. You know, I'm just going over the odds here. So now altcoins are going to be ripping. We're going to have some super chats in for the altcoins. We're going to spend some time on the altcoins. But right now, Bitcoin really is the star of the show right now. Bitcoin is the star of the show, but I don't want to ignore the fan funding. So let's see who's sending in super chat today and say what up. We got King with $100. I'm bathing in $100 bills. He's throwing them out there. We got Deep Book by Kraku Gamer. No, Brooks Brothers coat, Teddy Lifer. God bless you. Thank you. And then I had to show you the coat. Oh yeah, that's why I did it. I wasn't trying to, you know. Sammy, could you please look at Lion? Thanks, Lifer. We'll look at Lion. SEITA, please, friend. Looking bullish. God bless. I like what I'm seeing for SEI as well. We got a setup for it. SWFT. I appreciate your streams from free. And Sarp Timor, welcome to become an exclusive lifer. And Papajas, I'm sending my last money just for your attention. I don't trade. There's no USD, but I'll come back every day because you're the #1 crypto YouTuber. Thanks for your knowledge. I'm sending my last money just for your attention, man. I don't trade. There's no USDT, but I'll come back every day. God bless you, man. I don't know why you don't trade. I can get your mind to find gains. Why not, dude? That's like saying I don't plant. That's like, you know what? I just won't plant. There's no reason to plant a beautiful... Your mind is a garden, and we can grow gains from it. I can help you plant the plants that will grow gains out of your mind. Thank you. Always as a student with good entry. What's the longest you've had a trade open? I'm still in Bitcoin since $500. Yeah. So that's what? About 8 years. I'm still in Bitcoin trades that I opened 8 years ago. Yeah. Never sold. I mean, that's technically still a trade, right? I think I just converted into a different form of currency, but some people think it's a trade. See, the people that are like, don't understand Bitcoin think I'm trading. They're like, why are you taking profits? You should take some profits, be responsible. And I'm looking at them like, into what? Fiat currency? I'm like, obviously, you don't understand me. And obviously, you don't know how I got rich, because if you did, you would be shunning fiat currency. You know what I'm saying? People like, it's like, it doesn't make sense to me. People will tell me what to do, and they don't even know what I know. They haven't even made what I made. They're doing what everyone else has been doing. I changed the game completely, and then the people that did what everyone else did was telling me what to do. I love it. I love it. Investors tell me where to invest, how to diversify my money, and I look at them like, you know that picture of that guy? So look, this could be the end of the rally here. So what happens is I keep going after flags till one flag eventually says no. All right? One flag eventually says no. Could be a liquidity grab, and then there's bearish divergence. That usually tells me the day that then the 1 hour is likely going to start coming back down to the 21 now. And the rally's probably over here. It was a great rally, everybody. We had an amazing run. But it's time to pull back. It's time that we come back to the 21-day on the 1 hour time frame, the 8 hour. It was a monster rally. Like, we did great. It really started when we reversed here off the double bottom at 74,000. And that was just, dude, hold up. Like, we just double bottomed on 410 the day after my birthday. And then they gave me a beautiful birthday present. Right after my birthday, Bitcoin, they said, hey, Sam, we're going to bottom Bitcoin on your birthday the day after, and then we're going to rip it from 74,000. Remember my $84,000 Bitcoin buy? We banged on that puppy. So to me, it's likely we're going to pull back to the 21-day moving average. This is my strategy. If we're very bullish, we won't pull back. We're going to go completely sideways. We'll pull the 21 up into price action in about 6 to 10 hours from now. Very similar to this consolidation. We'll have a consolidation like that. All right. And you can actually do this. It's kind of fun. You can use what's called the bars pattern. I believe it's see that? Or the ghost feed even. And again, I may not be yeah, not working. But the key is we want that consolidation. Again, I don't know what's going to happen. I perfected a skill to figure out the best way humanly possible to figure out we're going to continue to pump. So I would just continue. And this is hard. This is mentally taxing. Like, this isn't easy. That's why most people aren't going to be able to do this. This is the hardest part right now, to find out if we're going to continue to pump after a massive pump or pull back. This is, if I had any weakness in my trading, it's this certain area, because there's lack of probability here. I know we can make a right shoulder and dump. I know we can consolidate and pump. I got to take a shot either way. Now, I got chewed up once. I don't want to do it again. And I could get chewed up chasing this. At one point, we're going to pull back. Now, I have to just say, you know what you do? You just say, you know what? I'm okay with missing out on the next pump. I'm okay with it. Like, I don't have to take it to 92.2. I'm going to go for a bike ride and rest my mind and leave the charts. You see what I'm saying? Like, have something in nature to do now that you've made gains. And today, everybody in my group, if you made gains today, reward yourself. Go buy yourself a sandwich at a fancy place that you don't normally go to. You know what I mean? Go sit outside and look at something. Buy a $10 cigar, light it up if you smoke cigars. You know, if you don't smoke cigars, they're not that healthy for you anyway. But my whole point is, find a reason to celebrate your win today. Pat yourself on the back. Go for a drive with the top down. Go to the beach and look at the weather if you live in Florida. Whatever it is, use today as a way to celebrate your win. Don't overtrade. Don't go back into the market. Turn your computer off and say, I nailed it with the lifer today. I did what I had to do, and I'm ready to do it again tomorrow. And Tuesday's our favorite day to trade. Monday night's my favorite night to open up trades. Everything panning out exactly as we go over it. So look, once you lose the 21, you're going to start dropping to the next support. And then you got seeing that the 1 minute will come back to the 200 MA. A likely area at 90,089. So don't be surprised if we start pulling back. It's been a massive run. A massive run. Yeah, I'm closing my week's trade. I'm done because it's been open for days. And I'm going to do it at last price. Yeah, I'm closing it. I'm out. I'll leave one runner. Going. All right? But I'm done. I'm closing the week's trades. They're closed. So if you've been in them with me this whole time,
We're finally closing them. 91,000. I'm not going to be greedy, man. I've been in the trade since the 13th, almost 10 days. That's a lot. And you'll spend less money if you use last and not market. Just remember that. I'm done chasing for the day. Let's get into altcoins and have some fun now. Now the money should start flowing into altcoins. So this is when we see Bitcoin is kind of locally topped, we want to turn our attention to the alts. All right. Trump coin went up. FARTCOIN went up. We gave you FARTCOIN yesterday. It ripped. Voxel continues to rip, which is interesting. Solana at 145. Bitcoin, even Ethereum getting that pump up 5%. Bitcoin up 3.4%. In 7 days, Kronos is up 6%. Immutable X, 31%. Curve down. FARTCOIN. SWI, I kept getting into SWI at $2, $2.10, $2.20, up 11%. Hyperliquid back from $12, up 18%. Walrus, Algorand even up to 20 cents, up 9%. BitTensor, up 45% of the week. We talked about it, 10% in 24 hours. Render, another coin that I said I would DCA into, up 17%. Say, another coin that I liked, I got a setup for it, up 4%. And Near Protocol, and I'm telling you right now, people are going to start running back into this market. It's going to be crazy. Thank you always as a student with a good entry. What's the longest you've had a trade? Oh, yeah, I said that. Shout out to Reliable J. So you can see there's movement coming on into this market. And I can tell you where the local pump is. I can tell you when we're kind of done by watching the price action. I've been doing it for a long time. Bitcoin up 3%. So the most... I like to go here to trending coins and see what's trending. Byte Nova, a new one on my list there. So Redstone keeps coming up 8%. It's like it seems like a real project that ain't going anywhere. ZK Sync still out there. And ZK Rollups, SWI, Barachain, Wormhole Layer 0, Babylon, Baby, Lorenzo Protocol. That keeps coming up too. That's got a very small market cap, 18 million. Ondo Finance at 89. Arbitrum, Movement. I'm not into Movement too much. ENA, I got a bag. Balance, I don't know what it is. I got to learn it. Guns is a newer coin that I believe is going to do numbers over time. That's something I believe we're going to be able to swing trade for the next few weeks on and off. Wallet Connect, Bitcoin, Redstone, Ethereum, Mantra, ZK Sync, Pulse, Solana. And these are the most visited coins in the last 7 days. Barachain, Starknet, Wormhole, Kernel. $30 million market cap. I want to find out what it is. Barachain, Initia, and Optimum haven't even come out yet. These are things you want to pay attention to because when they come out, they may rip like we wouldn't believe. All right. Redstone still, there's something about that coin Redstone that my mind says is going to be big. I always kind of pick coins out randomly and then I'm able to figure out like that one says it's going to be big. Redstone. There's some money to be made there. And you guys know who... no, I shouldn't say... I'm not going to start a war. But if you know who Ansem is, he's hating on me. For whatever reason. You know what I mean? I don't know why. But the guy's hating on me. You know what I mean? Doesn't even know me. And hates on me. But that's okay. One of the most famous people in crypto hating on the lifer. That's great. I'm full of love. I don't really care. So I talked about White Rock blowing up. I liked it. I said it's something on my radar. I said I like the trend line. I said I could see a move coming. And there it is, up 70% from when I put it out. I drew the trend line, falling wedge, and I said I see this thing doing numbers. I really do. Thank you, Sean. I'll love you, brother. And I'll replace that pinned comment. But in the pinned comment up here, I'd love it if you go to cryptolifer.com. Sign up for MEXC for the lowest fees of the game, too, as well, if it's applicable in your area. Sign up to Weeks and Bit2Next. All right. Pengu now up over 70% on CoinGecko. New SHIB of the cycle. Amazing. And MEXC has the least amount of fees of any single exchange. All right. You will pay the least amount. You don't want to get into things and give all your money back. You don't want to have to pay. All right, be a part of the 99 before. I wanted to share this for a potential complement to your strategy. This indicator, I'm all set. Thank you. Yeah. I don't need it. I don't need any other indicator. God bless you, though. I appreciate it. Any other indicator will throw me off. I'm so spot on right now. Yeah. Remember KAITO? Unlock into a fi. KAITO is starting to pump. Did it come to a bottom? It's possible. Everyone likes to diss me, man. It's all good. I'm gonna send him a tweet, a text now. I'm like, what's that all about? People just hate, man. I say what I want. Like, I'll text him, I'm like, you hating? Like, watch. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Maybe he was just poking fun. Someone said you diss me. My squad's strong. Don't be messing with the livers. I wrote, I don't believe it. I'm texting him right now. Look. Saying you diss me. I don't believe it. Look. I don't play games. I don't play games, man. I'm the realest in the game. I ain't diss nobody. You know why? I don't got time to diss nobody, man. I'm too happy with what I'm doing. I got 3 kids and my wife. Yeah, Pengu will be the new meme of the king of this cycle. Mark my words. Pengu? You like Pengu? You do Pengu do? Pengu make moo. Anyway, it looks like we sold that local top. And we'll go back in there. Yeah. I get it all the time. People hate on me because I drive a Dodge Strat. You're funny, man. Hey, I get it. Shout out to the 2,440. Shout out to the 2,442 people here on the live. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. And everyone was watching me with the calls. All right. The website to join your Discord was not working yesterday. Thank you for saying that. I hope it's working today. Jamie, check on that. Sean, tell Jamie that someone said the website wasn't working to join the Discord. All right. KAITO is pumping from the bottoms there. I don't own any right now. I've been looking at this Alchemist AI that's been gaining buzz right now. And I see this thing pumping and doing damage. Like, look at this thing. I gave the call here and it's starting to break out. Alchemist AI on the radar. All right. Sammy Cupheady, can you check CAD USD currency for me, please? You're the man now, dog. No games, just gains. Amen. Hope that wasn't me, bro. I ain't on social media. It was a joke. More money, more problems. Thought you get it. You'd get it. I don't know what you're saying, man. Pengu has 1.8 million dumb normies following on their Instagram, and they're already sell real toys on Amazon and Walmart. Do the math. Their coins are very undervalued, already pumping hard. I think that's a good idea. I think you're onto something. Hey, and shout out to the Canadian $111.11 from the Danny Lit Show. Sammy Cup and Handy, can you check CAD USD currency for me, please? You're the man now, dog. No games, just gains. Turbo up 36% today. Happy April, my Aries bro. Up huge on Turbo. Thanks to the group. Bang. Australia in the house. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You're funny, man. We're going to crush everybody, man. By now, Caspa Cas will make you money. I love Caspa. And we gave a trade for Caspa that's pumping to the upside, too. Like, it does not stop. Look, local top right there on the 15-minute defined. Overbought on the stochastics RSI, right? Back to the 21. You could likely short this now. Back to the 21-day moving average. Very, very likely. I wouldn't because I like to just, end my trades on my wins. But, if I was if I had to raise capital and I was dead broke, I would short this right now. You know what I mean? If I had a lot of pressure on me to make money both ways and I had to get it in, I'd probably short it. But this short is the most likely scenario here. Stop loss above the 2 wicks. That's going to come back down to the 21-day moving average before it figures itself out. Let's take a look at the super chats. We got Canadian USD, we got Turbo, we got Deephook, we got Lion, we got Say, we got Swift, we got White Rock. So I'm just going to go over White Rock one more time. But I like what I'm seeing. Already in the short. Love the play. I love the gains. I love you. Don't pay them any mind, Sammy. Keep doing you. You know who I pay mine? My daughters and my wife. That's 4 people that need my attention. And then all the lifers in the trading group. From there, I'm spent. The day ends and I've given enough people my attention. I have no time and energy for haters, man. I just don't. It doesn't exist to me because that's a lover that I could help. That's someone that cares about me that I could help. If I give energy to anywhere else but my people's, I'm wasting time and energy, right? So we all got paid today. We know that. Like 90% of the people in the group got paid. We all followed the lifer strategies. We got paid. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I personally think Sammy is the best trader in the business. Definitely a genius. Thank you. Bro, I don't need your trades, but I come for your inspiration. Awesome. You the best. God bless you, Code Questions. I love you, man. Is White Rock the new mantra? I don't think so, but that's creepy. I like White Rock, and I think it has a long-term idea here that could pan out over time. I don't believe it's the new mantra, but you never know, right? I would watch this flag. I would like it to consolidate. If it could consolidate like this, then it's even better to blast. But it could make a little flag and retest. I don't own any of this, but I'm overly more bullish on it. Nice suit, boss. Thank you, Barber Trader Joe. God bless you. My wife got me this suit 2 years ago for my birthday. She surprised me with it. Unbelievable. I'm here for the positive vibes. Shout out to Roger Taylor. God gave me the vision. God gave me the energy. I spread it every single day. All right. And honestly, everyone go to Crypto Faces channel and tell them that we love them. Say Lifer loves you, man. We don't hate on nobody. We don't put anybody down. I love him. I love his brother. I love his whole family. Your fellow Bostonian is hilarious. Put a mantra on the charts too, Sebby. Must be something in the water up there. Your fellow Bostonian, who's that? I don't know who that is. If you're talking about Jordan Cameron, he's not a Bostonian. He lived like outside of Boston. Like he never was from Boston. I challenged him on that. So yeah, he's not a Bostonian. Is that who you're talking about? Your fellow Bostonian? I don't know who you're talking about, Tony. Tony, who do you mean? Truly inspiring. Wow, legend. That is all. Wow. And someone just drops 500. I think that's 500 bot. I don't even know what that is. We have money from all around the world. Explore with Terrell. Legend. God bless you, man. Thank you. Good day, lifers. Morning, Sammy. Let's take a look at Canadian USD. Let's take a look at Turbo and Deep Book. I really want to see Deep Book. That's my thing. So FARTCOIN ripping. We gave you FARTCOIN for gains. And Sean, man, get those gains. The gains are going to start pumping just like they used to. I told people it wasn't normal. Like just waiting for the altcoins. There's going to be a time when things start to rip. So I gave you the Japanese yen. Hold on. Let's look at Japanese yen USD because I gave that trade like a few days ago. That thing is still booming. Japanese yen USD trade that I gave, still booming. Target does take it all the way to 007, 007, 31, 31, right? Lifer make gains. It's due to the highly infectious conditions known as gainitis. It's spreading rapidly throughout the 99. It's like leprosy, man. The thing is just like, it's like one person gets it, and then next thing you know, someone else gets it. Next thing you know, we all got gainitis. We can't seem to get rid of it. We can't scrub it off. There's nothing. Yeah. He'll tell me what he said. He's my buddy, man. I love that guy, man. I know that everyone in my life loves me. You know what I mean? He said, nah, don't listen to them, bro. They trolling. He said, nailing this price action, though. Definitely. We'll see. Me and him trade very similar. When my stochastics point up, his money flow points up. When I have divergence, he gets green dots. So, like, we trade the exact same way. I figured that out one day. I looked at it and I'm like, we trade the exact... Our indicators are basically synonymous with each other, even though you can't... I don't want to say that, because... But me and him trade very similar. When I'm long, you'll likely catch him long. You know what I mean? He's the only guy I'd be texting during my live stream, right? Insanity. Shout out to the 2,500 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Bang, bang, bang. Everyone in my life loves me, man. I know that because God has only great people in my life. There's no one in my life close to me that doesn't love me. If you're in my life and you love me because you're full of love, like, because only people in my life are high frequency. You get it? I don't have low frequency people in my life. They come around, they bound, but they don't stay more than a few minutes. Hey, this trade we got to be open-minded that something could be brewing crazy here. And that's what keeps me kind of always on my toes, man. 95,000 subscribers. Congratulations. Thank you so much. 95,000 subscribers today, everybody. God bless you all. Thank you so much for that. Let me get these super chats done, though. Let's take a look at Canadian USD. So Japanese yen looks good to me. So you think Canadian USD would look all right? It is. Look, it's crazy that the conversion rate, it was awesome for the Americans now. It just got shot from 68 to 72. And look, that's a double bottom. And you can see the DXY is starting to fail. Starting to drop a little bit here. And I see this continuing. Again, remember, I only have one moving average. You could buy it right now with a stop loss on the other side. It's telling you you're going to pump. The dollar is about to go down. I'm telling you, real estate, Florida, real estate might come down a little bit because it was overexposed. But in other parts of the country, I see real estate starting to make a big, I believe it bottomed. I'm a real estate guy now, but I use the markets in juxtaposition of liquidity and DXY, and I can see when the DXY has hit a top. The second the DXY made a head and shoulder, I bought a home because I figured that was the top of the dollar, and the dollar would start to go down, the price of the house would start to go up, and so far, that's right. I did that. 3 weeks later, the dollar had dropped financially. The lawyer looked at me, and they did the appraisal. He said, the house appraised for more than you bought it for. He said, I haven't seen this in a long time. I said, because I'm a trader, and I bought the house at the top of the dollar, and I looked at him and winked at the closing. You know what I mean? And he was like, who is this guy? And I was like, I'm the crypto lifer, man. That's who I am. But the lawyer was impressed, man. He was like, this guy knows a little something about something. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something over here. Everyone was in a standstill at the market I bought to. People sat there in waiting, not knowing what was going to happen, just sitting there, right? That's not the right turbo. Don't get crazy there. This is turbo here with the $200 million market cap. So turbo was fun, man. It got excitable. People ripped it up. It was a guy that created it organically, like some artists too. So it really did start organic. It's one of the few coins that has like a beautiful story. If you find out how it started, you'll love it. The guy cried. He couldn't believe turbo actually did what it did. Like and now, next thing you know, he had a real project. And it also went to dang near $1 billion, right? It was ripping. Now, if the market's finally bottomed, people will feel like they can get back into speculative assets again. The people that were in it will maybe get back in. Will it have the same type of run up and the same buzz? It's going to take a lot for it to get back to its all-time high. Looks like it's breaching, though. It did breach that trend line, which suggests that it's on its way further back. It's going to take some time, though. I have seen many a coin do that. And there's your rally, cooling off there like it should, giving us a chance to breathe. The short is playing out now, right? The Bitcoin short, the entry right there, you're in the money now on the short. All right. So I also gave you a live short here. Have you entered right there with a stop? And now you can also start to bring the stop down a little bit. No need to have it too there. And now you may make money on the short too. So I gave you longs the whole time. Then we speculated on a 1 minute flag, played with it. I actually won money and then took little profits, got stopped out for like $40. Decided it took one stop loss at $40 for me to decide that the market was shifting. Then we shifted into a long because we were a short because we were away from the 15-minute 200 MA. And I know that the price action is going to drop to this white line because it does it 99% of the time whenever you're away from it. And so we sold the local top perfectly. I closed my week's trades at 91,002. I said, this is it. So not only did we put you in at the perfect place this morning on the line, we told you where to sell. I showed you where to get in here. And so we got in here, sold there. I mean, you can't. I'm sick of talking about myself. I don't want to do it anymore. I'll just talk about the trades, but dang. I mean, the trades have been hot. The trades have been hot. The trades have been hot. And don't be trolling me. See, I'll text CryptoFace. He'll text me immediately. We're friends. Don't play with us YouTubers, man. We're buddies. And honestly, I love that guy. When anyone's good to me, I never doubt them, man. I don't doubt people in my life. Once you're in my life, I don't doubt you. But don't play games. I'm going to be able to sniff you out. If you're doing one thing you shouldn't be doing, I'm going to know. That goes for everybody in my life. It should reverberate in your soul when you hear my voice. Everybody in my life, if you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, I'm going to know. Whether I let you know I know or not, you're never going to know that I know. But just know that I know. Everything that you're doing around me, I know. My frequency is so clean and pure that I know. God will tell me if you don't tell me. You'll leave a sign, you'll do something, and I'll figure out what you're doing. Remember that if you're around me. It's a creepy thing about me, but I will know. Trust me. It's happened my whole life. So, Deepbook had a beautiful run up the last hour. What was that? Up to 18? And then it got sold off? Like, what was that? Pump and dumping Deepbook. But it looks like it may get ready for its next run up to the upside. That's a little crazy, though. Let me look at the bigger time frame. Definitely bottomed off 5 cents, and it's back to 11. You got to love that. We got into Deepbook down here at 4, and it ripped all the way to 34. Took massive profits. That was one of our bigger gainers. I sold that puppy and built an outdoor kitchen. Remember? I was like, there's my outdoor kitchen, old way. Deepbook Protocol got me a beautiful $15,000 outdoor kitchen that I use all the time. I cook out ribeyes on it, filet mignons. Funny, my buddy came over. He's in the trading group. He came over. I cooked the steak. He goes, for literally an hour and a half straight, he told me it was the best steak he ever had. He was like, yo, man, Sam, this steak. He's like, I had to text my daughter. He's like, this steak was just, as he left the house, he's like, man, that steak, Sam, like, it was so funny. Like, no one in my life has ever complimented my steak like that. So shout out to Mario. God bless you, Mario. You made my day. I'm still smiling. Hey, man, I bought a beautiful grill. I want to be known as the grill guy. And he said I made the best steaks ever. I'd watch for Deepbook to do something like this, make a flag and continue. I'm in Deepbook. I'd love to see a $20 Deepbook. Oh, I got to show you something too in a second. So someone asked Lion, king of memes. Apparently it's not the king of anything. It's all the way down to the dumps, right? I don't know about this coin. I never heard about it. Someone just super chatted Lion. We're just going to take a look at it to be nice. You know, it looks like it could be doing some bullish divvy. But I don't know, man. It doesn't have a lot of information. I'm all set. It looks like a rug pull, right? I'm all set. Maybe it comes back from the dead. I don't know. I'm all set. I'm sorry, but I'm done. So we talked about SCI on the 1 hour time frame just yesterday. Looked like it could make a nice, beautiful breakout to the upside. It did. We got it in there at 17. It went all the way up to 1850 on the swing. Now what you could do is you could almost extend this bottom trend line. No. That's a breakout, man. That thing it broke out, retested, broke out again. I see it continuing. Once it gets above this, look for the retest, and it's gone. I'd move my stop loss to break even so I can't lose the trade, and now the SCI trade is just kind of a break even trade. Let it cook, baby. Let it cook. And now we let it cook. And this thing could easily get to 21. Shout out to anyone that's still in SCI. Sammy, been in the game a year and coming out even so far. I know my time will come. Want to thank you. You have taught me so much. Young Grasshopper. Hey, Sam, been in this game a year and coming out even so far. I know my time will come. Want to say thank you. You have taught me so much. God bless you, man. Thank you for being here and sharing your most precious asset, which is your time. May God bless you, brother. What about Jasmine? What's your price prediction? I mean, Jasmine, I have Jasmine long term. Found a little bounce there for the 15 minute. And we could consolidate. Think about it. We might go sideways and let the 21 catch. I'm just not going to get into price action until the 21 catches on the 1 hour. It's very simple. A lot of people don't have the patience, though. They just don't. MicroStrategy has 2.7% of the entire supply of Bitcoin. The guy has 2.7% of the entire supply of Bitcoin. That's absolutely insane. That's absolutely insane. And it's like the world money. Like he has, and he says, I bet he has the money that he has in MicroStrategy, but I bet he himself owns a bunch of Bitcoin. And he told us just a few months back and he said it to a few people, that he will burn all the Bitcoin when he dies. I don't think he has any children, right? Or maybe he does. Does Michael Saylor have kids? I don't know if he does. Let me ask Rock. I never see him mentioning his son or his daughter or anything, but he's probably good. He keeps them on the low. I feel like he doesn't have any kids. He's single, has no children, with some quoting him as saying, I'm a single guy with no kids. Others claim he is married with children, such as one stating he has 5 children with a wife named, and another mentioning 2 children with a wife named Tara. Yeah, I think he has no children, man, and he's like, so he has no money to give away. He's a billionaire. How he had no kids is, you know what I mean? I find women so attractive. There was no way I wasn't going to have children at one point. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like I was going to, I see my wife and we have kids, you know. She looks at me across the room and she's pregnant, you know. But hey, man, that's just me, right? SWFT looks interesting. I'd like to see it come back to the 21-day moving average before a massive pump. But it looks like that's going to happen. And this thing's been hot. It was hot actually when the market was a little dry. I could see SWFT continuing. I'll put an alert on that. We've traded this coin on and off too in the last few years, couple of years. So it has panned out over time. For him, a wife is a, oh yeah. He finds Bitcoin attractive. You're so funny, James. The dude's horny for Satoshis. That's it. Nothing else. So we got through Canadian USD, Turbo, Deepbook, Lion, SEI, and SWFT. Yeah. Oh, you finally answered. A Massachusetts guy. Yeah, he ain't a Bostonian. Too many people claim to be from Boston. Then I asked where they're from, and they're from some small, tiny town outside of. They're like 2 hours outside of the city, but they go around telling people they're from Boston because no one will know their town. I get it, but when I was in camp at like 10 years old, like I earned to live in Boston, and I'd meet kids that were like, "Silverback Sammy, you got it. Silverback Gorilla in the house. Sailor is missing the greatest asset we can have." Amen, man. What's the greatest asset other than Bitcoin? Your kids, man. Your kids. 100%. 100%. You say, can you look at cake? It didn't run up this morning. Everything else, hey, that's good. That's a good sign. Not everything's going to run up. And cake actually was kind of doing its own thing beforehand. You know what I mean? It had its own little mini run up. And then BNB is burning. Remember, BNB burns that coin, man. And it's all an ecosystem. I see cake doing damage. Look at that. It's about to do something cool. It's got a bit of a cup with a handle there. Watch it consolidate above the 200 MA. As long as it stays above the 200 MA, just like Bitcoin, we can trade these altcoins the same way. Where's the 200 on the 4 hour? All right. So we're above it on the 1 hour. Once we crack it on the 4 hour, we are guan, baby, guan. I see cake do a damage. I like the entry for cake right now, personally. And you just gave the trading group a hot take. So, hey, I can't see every single thing that the market has to offer, right? And I'm going to start ramping up. You will get a little overwhelmed in the market soon in my trading group. I'm going to start posting 5 to 10, maybe even 15 altcoins a day. You're going to get alerts. You're going to get swing trades. You're going to get small scalps. You're going to get big trades. You're going to get every single thing in the middle. And you get ready, because if you've been in my group for the last few months and you think it's just Bitcoin trading, no. We do Bitcoin trading. We went hard in the trading group was hard. We did Bitcoin prediction. We did Bitcoin updates and altcoin trading for 2 years. Then I transitioned to hardcore Bitcoin trading and altcoin trading. Then the altcoins, took the bed, beat it down, and I just went into consistently Bitcoin trading, no matter what. Now we're going to go back to Bitcoin and alt trading. It's going to be crazy. Get ready. All right. Just charting it exactly. Look at your chart. Yes, exactly. Can you see Sonic not doing much? Then that's it. I'm still learning. Hopefully I will someday. Will means a lot for me and my family. I give away for free a lot of stuff here. So you should make enough money on the live stream. A lot of people have made money on the live to pay for the Discord. I was here for 2 or 3 years for free, completely giving away my strategy before I ever asked for a dime. Okay. before I ever asked for a dime. Remember that, man. You give away you give it away. Give it away. Give it away. If you give it away, God's going to provide more for you. If you don't give it away, you're going to get stuck with what you have. Understand? You give away material things you give away, therefore you get back. You give away spiritual ideas to people that need it. You give away help. You give away advice. You give away comfort. When you see someone in need, you sit with them and you're there for them. You know? He says, look at Bitcoin. It's forming an inverted head and shoulder there, but still just kind of milling around. That looks like a bigger head and shoulder to me. The 1 hour's away from the 21-day moving average. We already talked about it. There's really not much to talk about for Bitcoin. This is a short that's likely to come to the 21. And then we'll go from there. Maybe we bounce. Chance we bounce something like this. Chance that we bounce something like that, but, you know, who's at my front door? Oh my gosh. Hold on 1 second. It was the nanny and my babies. It was my baby, the nanny, and my 4-year-old. I never checked the Ring camera because I'm never like, everyone knows I don't open the door during the live. But she would have been there by herself in the heat, man. So I had to let her in, man. Oh, man, what a beautiful life it is. I love my life. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Today is a blessed day. We won today. Like, we won today. You know? And the strategies that I teach are tried and true. Look, just the 21-day moving average. You get out when you're away from it. You get out, you get in when you're near it. You could use just the 21, and I could use the 200 alone. I could use the 21 alone. I could use stochastics RSI with the 21. You don't have to have 1,000 things in your chart. You can have 1 or 2 things in your chart. It's very simple. It doesn't have to be complex at all. You know, after I did this for years, I started taking things off the chart, and now I see it so clearly, so beautifully, and so differently than I ever saw it before. Yeah. Who can it be now? Who could it be knocking at my door? Who can it be now? If anything, you can't afford not to be a part of the trading group. 100%. I look at it the other way. Like you can't afford not. It's like I'm in there every single day. People that utilize it to the best, 100%. Everyone, we teach class on May 10th. If you want to jump on into class, I teach class on the 10th of May. If you want to sign up to class, there's a QR code in the corner of the screen here. We make it very simple. You can also hit the link at the bottom of the screen, and you're going to sit with me for 3 hours live. I could just sell re-recorded versions of it, but I love connecting to people, and I love watching people download the information, and I love being a part of something real and live. And so I do it once a month. I can't wait to see you there and hang out with you guys. I just thought about you today, but already made me some bucks. Look at that. He know me for a day, and he's already made gains. That's why people like me, man. Big G. A lot of people meet me. The first day they meet me, they get paid. And they're like, man, that guy, I first met him and I got paid. So it helps to run a trading group when people meet you and get paid. You know what I'm saying? Okay, your voice is amazing until you start singing. I can sing. Don't you dare. I can sing like the best of them. Don't you ever tell me I can't sing. You want to hear my version of Hootie and the Blowfish? All right. Dun 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 dun. You and me, we come from different worlds. You like to laugh at me when I look at other girls. Sometimes you're crazy, you wonder why. I'm such a baby cause the dolphins make me cry. And there's nothing I can do. I've been looking for a girl like you. Don't call me a fool. Bum, bum. I only want to be with you. Anybody's so cool. I only want to be with you. Yo, Hootie was the bomb, man. I grew up with Hootie and the Blowfish, man. I love Hootie. Yo, Daryl, man. Daryl got it, bro. So look, we might be getting a bounce here. Again, I would not short this. You were in the money if you did short it. I have to make that a point. You move your stop loss to break even, and you're either going to get stopped at a break even or take some gains. You can't say that you didn't make money on the short. Short could still play out too to the 21. I'm not saying it won't. But now I start to look for consolidation. I'm looking for the 1 hour to consolidate today. So I'll delete all my work here. I'm looking for the 1 hour to consolidate. Pull the 21 into price action. Very similar to what we did here. I'm looking for the same exact scenario here. We pumped away for the 21. I said, now I want us to consolidate for the 21 to come into price action. And if the 21 comes on in, we're gone, right? Biddy fixing to get mixed it again. Hey, you never know. So that's, and look, that's how it played out. That 21 did come to price, and we were gone. I'm looking for the similar scenario here. 21 to come into price, and we're gone. Bitcoin's getting crispy again. Look at this thing, man. There's a lot of people wishing they got in. You have to remember that. There's a lot of people wishing they got in, and now there's people who had bids at 80K, 70K, and now they're going to start deleting them. Now they're thinking, hey, if I don't get in now, what's going to happen? See, Bitcoin creates a FOMO like you've never seen. Once the frenzy flips on the other side, people get so scared about getting left to the wayside. This would be the next thing I'm projecting calmly and securely here with a move back to 94,000. All right. Neural AI above the 4 hour with tight MAs. I like that. Hey, Sam, any way to do class one time on Sunday for people that are not available on Saturday? Sunday's a class for my, it's dedicated to my girls. For the rest of my life, Sunday is for my daughters. Yeah. I just, nothing can take away, I do my morning live stream, I do my weekly close, but Sunday's for my girls, man. From like 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., it's for my girls. Like, strictly, like, they got other time too, but guaranteed every Sunday is for my 3 daughters, man. I'm sorry, I cannot teach class on Sundays, bro. It's just sacred for me. Yeah, it's sacred. BOOKMAP getting spicy. Bitcoin getting the bounce. It is getting the bounce here. I just see consolidation, though. I mean, it could just continue to rip. I could be wrong. I'm not always right. But soul mooning too. We gave you the soul trade. Let's talk about it. Parabolic right there. You're in the money now. Entry was 140. Stop loss was below 131. Never got stopped out. Shoulder head right, shoulder there. And that bottom buy for Soul, I bought Soul 102, 104. And I'm in the gains right now on my Soul. Like, look, I got $139,000 in Solana. I'm not playing with you guys. I'm not playing around. All right. Remember, I got more because I had 109. I got in at 109, so I really should only have 137. So I got more. I got 50 more Soul. I still hold my Lay AI. I still hold my Colin. And the rest of it, I liked Hive AI. I don't know why it didn't do well. Look at this stuff. There's so much stuff in here, man. But I like to see this thing. I see Soul going to 166. We gave the trade in the trading group too as well. All right. Hey, Sam, just yesterday I asked AVAX with Super Chat, can you show the chart? Yes. I'm so happy I caught that. God bless you, man. Thank you. Okay, so we'll look at the bigger picture for you. So AVAX on the bigger picture should be breaking out. I mean, you're curving up on the Stokes, you're curving up on the RSI, you're curving up on the MACD. Those are all signs of a reversal movement. Some could say it is lower, but some could say it's a slanted cup and handle that just is a little more diagonal. And it's going to break out diagonally as well. Like, so it breaks out somewhere up there, like something, you know what I mean? Because that's technically the real cup and handle. I usually don't do it if the handle's lower than the cup. It's a bit odd, but you know, I could see it breaking out and headed to 55, 57. Yeah, we made bank today, Moolah, for Salk to go with the tie from last week. Thank you for everything from UAE. God bless you, man. Moolah for Salks to go with the tie from last week. Hey, God bless you, brother. Thank you. Shout out to Ola for Colston. And AED, man, that means you might be in Dubai. Who here is in Dubai? I'll be in Dubai next Sunday. We fly in. I have my flight Sunday night out of Orlando. So I can't wait to be in Dubai and hang out with each and every one of you. Be careful of FOMO. Massive short anticipating 91.2 if retest fails. I'll be able to see it. We'll lose the 200 MA on like the 15-minute time frame, and then I'll enter a short. Or the 5-minute even. My strategy will tell me what's likely going to happen, and I watch it every couple of hours. So, your voice, were you a radio DJ or I don't like strip clubs. I wouldn't, I think I've been in one or two in my life, and I was uncomfortable the whole time. Because I said, one day if I have a daughter, that's my daughter. Like, I'm a conceptualized person. I connect every thought to every action. So, and I overthink. So when I go into a strip club, I think that's someone's daughter. You know what I mean? And then I think I have daughters, and it's really hard for me to separate my behavior because I'm like, and I can't do it because I'm like, I have a twin sister too. I'm like, that's someone's twin sister. That's someone's mother. You see what I'm saying? And yes, I'm obviously attracted to the female form, and if I let it go, it'll take over and the devil will get to me. So I stay away from those places. Last time I was in Austin, Texas 2 years ago, someone asked me if they wanted to go out, and I told them to their face, I don't do that. And I didn't want to put them down because they're like, oh, we're going to go. You want to come with us to this? And I was like, I don't go to places like that. I said to him, I said, ever since I raised my frequency, I don't go into places like that. Why? What is that? If my daughter ever found out I was there, would that be good for her? No. If my wife found out I was there, would that be? No. Like, if my lifers found out I was there, would they like, no, man. Nah, man. I've changed my brand in the way I behave, and my brand keeps me pure, man. I can't do things that like don't align with my brand. That stuff doesn't align with me, you know. It is what it is. I love the female form. I think women are beautiful. Don't get me wrong. All right. Like, man, women are the most beautiful things in the world. Like, there's nothing better for a man than a beautiful woman. I'm telling you right now. Like. But every time I've been in one of those places, my friends were drinking, I was drank. It didn't do it for me, man. Yeah. Sam, does being broke make you a bad person? No, but it means you need to change your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is a direct representation of your bank account. If your bank account is down and out, it means you've done something or had something done to you in your past, and it's time to reprogram your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is your bank account is a direct representation of your subconscious mind. When I didn't believe I was the opportunity, when I thought the whole world was affecting me, my bank account showed it. Once I believed I was the opportunity and anything could happen through which I possessed and I could push myself forward, my bank account grew. I was obviously in charge of my bank account the whole time, right? But I didn't realize that. I thought the world was the reason why I was broke. I thought it was everybody outside of me. And I blamed outside forces for why I didn't have what I desired to have. Period. Once I learned that it was me the whole time that was stopping me from getting what I desired, I began to get what I desired. Once we realize that we are our own worst, that it's us. You know, I love people. Are you struggling? People say I'm struggling. I've been struggling. You're going to struggle as long as you use that word. Think about it. A guy who says, I'm handsome, and he looks in the mirror on his way out, he's probably going to get the girl, right? Because he looked at himself. He says, I'm handsome. He believed he's handsome, so he is, man. He goes out there and he acts handsome. He exudes attractiveness. A guy that says, I'm ugly, I don't look good. You think he's going to go out and people are going to be like him? No. It's the same thing in trading. If you tell yourself you're struggling, then you're the guy who's telling yourself you don't look good. So, of course, no one's going to like you. It's not, you're going to exude negative energy. You got to tell yourself you're not struggling. You got to tell yourself that struggling is a state of mind and that you're ready not to struggle ever again. The second you realize it's a state of mind, you will never struggle again for the rest of your life. I've never been broke, no matter how much dough I had or not, just my mind, how my mind works, 100%. You could take all my money from me. I'm still a multimillionaire because my mindset will find opportunity. I will generate wealth. And within a few years, I'll be back to where I was today because I don't stop. I'll work harder than 99% of people. Women are like your trading portfolio. They love confidence, 100%. I like that you said that, 100%. Shout out to Master Friend of the House. He said, I wasn't broke till I started investing. Well, blessings on blessings. Push positive energy and it will come back to you tenfold. Raise your frequency, pray daily, and stay humble. Know your worth and love yourself, 100%. I love that you just said that. Some circumstances can't be overcome. Accepting limitations is empowering because it separates your possibilities from impossibilities. All of this, you could do anything stuff is hard. That's not true, man. That's just not true. Because what happened, I'll tell you why, Liberian. I'm going to show you something. You're somebody right now, you have that limit. You have a limited belief because you just said in your statement that you should have limitations. What happens is when your mind changes and you turn into someone different, you don't see the limitations that the previous person that you were had. Like, this is your past self. That's all limitations. But your future self doesn't see those anymore. They don't exist. You've moved on. So then you can't even say that what you just said. I know you have limitations by what you just said. Your use of language has identified you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. There are no limitations. The only limitations are the ones that you put on yourself. Yeah. Women are no different than us and usually love the same traits we do. 100%. Being poor is a mindset. 100%. Yep. Being broke is completely different to being poor. 100%. It's not on me. It's in me. 100%. Is there true that there's so many like men who are not handsome? I've seen many go. Is it true that there's many women that like men who are not? I've seen many couples. Yeah. Women like security. Men want a beautiful woman. Some women are a little more superficial, but most women like security. They're not that into, they want to, if they want a fit guy, or not too bad, but most women just want to make sure that you love them and then you're not going to go nowhere, man. That's what women want. And that you pay for stuff and take care of them. Like, once you take care of all the bills, put them in a nice house, like a woman would much rather be with a man who puts them in a nice house and takes care of them than a handsome guy that doesn't have any money. That's not attractive. A woman is predestined to have kids. So she's looking at someone that can create an environment for her children. Indirectly, subconsciously. She doesn't know that even as she's walking around. But she's in turn to create, so she's going to look for a provider. So if you can provide more for her, your looks don't really matter, right? Because she needs 3 kids to be provided for. She wants to have children. Women are looking for someone that can provide for their children. They're not looking for the best looking guy in the game. They're looking for what that guy can provide. Looks don't provide that much to a woman. To a man, looks provide everything to a man because we're so into the woman body. We're so, oh man, we see, we love it. It's all about the woman. See, the woman is a different world for men and women. Now, once you get older, you do need a woman that provides security though, and can take care of your kids, right? So anyway, if we're handsome with cash, we're good. Yeah, if you're handsome and you got cash, then you got nothing wrong. If you're somewhat as good looking as the average, if you're like a 6 or a 7 and you got cash, you're fine. You got no problem. You're all set. There's enough women that will love you. Women like the big wallet because they can provide best. Guys like big tata because they can tell them they can nourish their children. Now, women, provider, they have handsome guys, is mate the provider pay for their. I want a woman who looks at me like Sailor looks at Bitcoin. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we're going to jump on out of here for the day before we ruin the algorithm. 1,800 people still kicking it with me. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Bitcoin cooling off. Don't get too excited here. It's likely that the moving averages are going to come back down on the 1 hour and the 15 minute. Take a deep breath. I'll be pumping out altcoins throughout the day. I'll be having a blast in the trading group. I don't even want to leave. I don't want to leave. I love this. I love the present moment that we have right now that we're sharing. I'm very excited for the future. I'm very excited for where the company's going. I'm very excited for Jamie. Jamie's an amazing man with great ideas. Like, he's just an amazing guy, man. I am blessed to have the best people around me at all times. Anyway, I love you all. May God bless each and every one of you. I'll be back in the charts all day long, baby. And I'm going to do everything I can to keep you guys successful. Remember to put God, love, and light in your life. Keep pushing forward. Believe that everything good is going to happen to you, and it will. You are the light. You are the love. You can, you will. You are the best. You've got this. There's no reason why you're not going to become great. God wants you to become great. God has already created a beautiful, beautiful life with you. All right? Crypto Lifers, all the love and life. Amen. Thank you. I'm excited for you, Sammy. I love to see you winning. I love to see you winning too. Shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to Rave Song Records, Papa Flash, Armenian Crypto Mommy, and all the beautiful people here. If you want to sign up to any of the links, we got Weeks, we got MEXC, we got Bit2Next. Jump on in. If you want to go to cryptolifer.com, check out the website. An amazing website, and it's here for you every single day. I don't take days off. I'll be here tomorrow. May God bless everybody on the stream. Thank you so much for everything. And remember, I'll leave with one last thing. I talk to every millionaire, not every, but I talk to a lot of millionaires, even a couple billionaires in my life. I've even researched, read a lot of books about wealth, how to gain wealth, how to move, mentality. And I found out there was one secret to success. Mark Twain told me what it was. I'm named after Samuel Clemens, Samuel Price. He said, you know what the secret to success is? Every single multimillionaire, every single person knew it and used it. The secret to success is just what I did with this channel. The secret to success is getting started.